I've been a pretty big Marlon Wayans fan for most of my life, from Don't Be a Menace to Scary Movie 2, Haunted House 2, even the one where he is like the baby, terrible movie, but, I was okay with it. This has to be the best thing that Marlon Wayans has ever been in before. What is poppin', everybody, and welcome to another episode of 20,000 Films Under the Sea. I am your director tonight, Ernell Pearson, alongside my good friend, my good sir, my good man. It is Devin Brevin, the dude.
Oh man, it feels real good to know what it's like to be a true warrior. You know what I'm saying?
God damn it, you're still doing it. You're still doing the thing, huh?
What are you talking about?
Just
I'm doing
try to get me to watch Finland Saga, huh? Okay. Devin, how's your weekend? How's your Friday going?
Well, my Friday technically was yesterday. I know today is Friday as of this recording.
But, Saturday. How's your Saturday doing? My bad.
It's my Saturday part 1. Because Saturday part 2 is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a trilogy that happens every weekend, if you would call it.
Me too, man. I love it. I love that shit. Love that shit for us.
Yeah. That means we're doing something right. It's like they're like, hey, do you want to work 5 days a week? I was like, no, four.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, if I could do 4 days, or 5 days, I probably would. To be honest,
yeah.
Only if it meant that I could get off earlier. Yeah. Because it's like being at work until 5:30 every day kind of like makes it difficult to like get anything done on the days that I do work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I feel that because like if I work 5 days, it doesn't matter. Like I don't necessarily get off earlier. You know what I mean?
Nah, with what I know, man. I know. I told you, dude. I told you, man. They were gonna fuck you sideways with that.
I mean, it hasn't really been that bad. We've just been short staffed lately, if that makes any sense, and that's getting fixed. But dude, I'm I'm a lot more well off than I was working at Progressive, actually.
Yeah.
Doing insurance. So no complaints there. But today's good. I went and saw the movie we're going to talk about today, this morning, because I went and saw Demon Slayer Infinity Castle again last night.
Yeah, we crossed paths last night, if you will.
Yeah,
because we fucking. I'm such a fucking idiot. I like specifically told Marilyn, okay, we got to go to Eastport because we got shit to do last night after we were done with the movie. I was like, we're gonna go to Eastport, we're gonna get this done, and we'll go take care of our fucking chores. And we were talking on the freeway like we always do, and we got to Clackamas, got out of the car, walked up to the front doors, where I was like, babe. And she was like, what? Is everything okay? I was like, no, we're at the wrong theater. And she was like, oh my God. I was like, God fucking damn it. And so I like looked at the time and I was like, oh, wait, no, okay. They have a 7:15 here. And she was like, well, that's like the standard, and they have like the bad seats in the standard showing in this theater. And I was like, God damn it, you're right. So I was like, well, they have a 7:45. And she was like, I guess we can like eat dinner and do that early and then, take care of that. Because usually we eat dinner after when we see movies. This, we were like, fine, we'll just eat fucking dinner here. And yeah, and then when we agreed on that, I was like, fuck, I need to call Devin because I don't want him to like end up coming here and think that I was like pulling his fucking chain. When I was like, yeah, dude, sorry, like we can't make it to Clackamas for this one. And then like, imagine you come to the theater and you see my fat ass eating Charlie's in the food court. Yeah, you would have been so low-key annoyed by that, dude.
I would have been, but let's be real. You would be annoyed if I did that to you as well.
No, exactly. That's why I was like, no. I need to call Devin. I need to let him know. And so that's why I called you about it.
It was not too long ago. I bought a ticket to see a movie, and I went to Clackamas, and I had popcorn and a soda, and I was checking in, and then they're like, "Oh, this is for Eastport. This isn't for here." And I was like, and I grabbed my drink.
Oh,
and my popcorn,
it was Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I got it. I took it to my car and I drove, and I just walked in the theater, checked my ticket, and I still had my popcorn and my drink. And I just remember I just like walked in past them. I just walked in, scanned my ticket. So funny. They were like, "Sir," and I just kept going. It's just like, I already paid for this shit. You know what I mean?
Could you imagine like being like the people working in the theater and they're just like, "Wait, what? Well, I haven't seen," like you're just like,
exactly.
Mix. Like, yep, that's what I did. You like got it delivered, your popcorn and your drink, you got it delivered to your place, and then you came. Jesus Christ, dude. But tonight, we're not talking about delivering popcorn. Tonight, we are talking about all sorts of good stuff and beating the shit out of each other. Because this is 20,000 Films Under the Sea.
Beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of do. Your choice for all the nerdy pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want each and every week. If you want to keep the lights on and cameras rolling, you can head on over to patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is cool with us. You can join the GK community on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below, hitting follow and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and then subscribing to our podcast channel by searching for 20,000 Films Under the Sea and leaving a review there. Devin.
Ernell.
Devin.
Ernell.
We have some director's commentary. Guys, our schedule is finally getting back on track. Like we're getting our availabilities all cleared up and stuff, and everyone who was busy is not quite as busy as they were before. We're getting some kinks worked out. Just a lot of stuff has changed from like point A to point B. Thank you for being so patient, but we got this. We're getting back in the loop. That includes Songs from the Abyss getting straightened out too. So we'll be back on that real soon too. What's up, Deb?
Speaking on Songs of the Abyss, I was playing some Battlefield with Sam earlier this morning, and we were talking about that, and I was like, we had to drag you under the bus for a little bit, right? And he's like, huh? I was like, yeah. A couple shipwrecks ago, we were talking about Songs from the Abyss,
No, it's from Songs from the Abyss.
From the Abyss. And I was like, yeah, if you don't win, how fucking bad are you gonna feel? Is what I said to him, and he's like, I'm winning. I was like, no, if you don't win, how is that gonna make you feel? That's what I said to him. And I made him think about it for a second. I'm like, we love you, but
See, and the thing is too, in all fairness, it's not just him. So I can only give him so much shit. You know what I mean? I can't give him some.
I was only gone for one weekend.
No, not you. I mean, like DJ got a new job. That threw a wrench in the machine as well, because DJ pretty much works every Saturday now. They only had one Saturday where they did not schedule him. Xander had gotten his house, so he was busy with that too. Really, me, you, and Garrick were the only ones available that entire time. So it's like this. It's not just one fault of Sam's, but Sam had the most choice. You know what I mean? He had the most choice.
Let me give one of my best friends some shit, okay?
For sure. Let's just say this: if he doesn't win, I'm gonna DM the rest of Songs from the Abyss as Donald Trump. DM the rest as Donald Trump. You're in the forest. It's a nice forest.
No. I already have PTSD just thinking about it. No.
I built the forest. It's the best forest out there. Make sure.
It's so good looking. It's so green.
It's so green. There's lots of leaves. Got lots of animals. They're alive.
Second Amendment is in there. You can shoot them if you want.
Pelosi, she thought she had a forest. She didn't. I had the forest.
Listen, Pelosi thought she had a bush. My bush is greater.
Guys, please make sure to follow at The Shipwreck Show and at Songs from the Abyss DND on Instagram and TikTok. We are slowly but surely rolling out content on those platforms consistently across the board, week by week, and they will ramp up over time. So we are wanting to go over there. You can find all sorts of updates if you can't catch our episodes as a whole on YouTube right away. Those are the platforms to definitely get little teaser snippets as the episodes roll out. So, speaking of which, we have a new episode of The Shipwreck Show, and it is, man, that was a roller coaster. Did you listen to it, Devin? I know you weren't on that one, but
The Shipwreck? No, I did not.
Yeah, so Xander asked us a lot about like what our first blah 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 was. So for like first X thing.
I think I didn't listen to it because I was like, meh. On the topic.
See, Sam's gone because he's trying to win Aftershock tickets. You don't listen to our content because you don't give a fuck.
I listen to the content. I have it on rotation. Every single podcast is on rotation on my weekly podcast.
Oh, just not that one. Huh?
No, I skipped through it. Yeah, I did because it wasn't the vibe at the time. It's not what I wanted to listen to. Yeah,
Devin.
Yeah, I wanted to listen to Your Mom's House.
We're way funnier than Mom's House. You know what I'm saying? Way funnier.
I don't know, dude. They have microphones.
I take that back.
They have microphones right next to their asses, and they call them fart mics.
We also have a brand new episode of Good Kraken's Death Ratio, in which Garrick and DJ and Devin got to talk about Devin's in-progress experience with Borderlands 4. So you guys can catch that over on YouTube.
Still playing it.
And podcast services of your choice. And yeah.
Oh, no. Don't launch. I wasn't trying to do that.
Wow, he's launching the game right now. That's happening.
I was trying to look at my time on it.
Guys, just a reminder too, October every single year is what we like to call Spooktober. Because Good Kraken here, we like to put some respect on the creepies and the eeries and the ghostlies and the ghastlies. And this year is not excluded from that. We will be celebrating the Halloweenies all month long by doing very, very horror-focused content throughout the month of October, aka Spooktober.
On Wednesdays, I'm going to be streaming Alan Wake 2. That's right.
Oh, there you go. You guys can catch Devin over on his Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be streaming that game. It's gonna be great. I bought that game and never played it yet because like Ernell knows this. I will wait to play certain games for the vibe. Like I did it with Last of. I have a spoopy game I dive into very heavily at the beginning of October every year. I've consistently done this, and I will play it to completion.
Devin,
all the time.
Devin, like 99% functions on vibes. You guys can probably tell that already, especially if you've been here for 4 years. He's just pure running on vibes like gas. You know what I mean?
I do, man. My ADHD is crazy.
Well, why don't you go ahead and give us a vibe check and tell the people at home what we're getting into next, my man?
You know what? What we're getting into next is one of the greatest things ever created that actually won an Emmy recently, as told by Mon Mothma in the great show Andor that everybody should watch, and is a 10 out of 10 perfect fucking show. One of the best shows ever made.
Amazing show.
One of the best shows ever made.
Jesus Christ.
and has the best monologue. Welcome to the Monologue.
Right, everybody. The Monologue. This is where we tell you guys a little bit about some hit movies and shows that are releasing from today's recording date of September 19th, Friday, through to next week's recording date, Friday, September 26th. So to start out with today, obviously, if you are here, you know this. Him came out. That is the Jordan Peele produced film out in theaters. The Lost Bus also came out today in theaters, and we'll be having a Netflix release shortly hereafter. That is the Matthew McConaughey bus driver film trying to save a bunch of students during a forest fire. This upcoming Tuesday, we have September 23rd. The Fantastic Four First Steps finally lands on VOD. So you guys will be able to rent that and watch that if you did not get a chance to watch the magnificence of that film on theater screens. You guys can do that on rentals, digital platforms, if you will. And then Wednesday, September 24th, we have the release of Marvel Zombies Season 1 landing on Disney+. I'm in.
I'm actually stoked. I'm stoked for it, honestly.
Looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's like with What If, I feel like 80% of What If was really good, and 20% of it was like, what? I'm not even What If. It's just what?
I mean, that first season ended on some pretty fucking banger notes too. Yeah. And so it's the same team doing What Ifs. I would assume that maybe they've got some cool stuff in their sleeves or their pockets or their pants. I don't know what the official phrase is anymore.
Their hoods.
Their hoods. Yeah. Their undergarments. Thursday, riches? Yeah,
their drawers,
their drawers,
their socks.
Thursday, September 25th, we have season 3 of Alice in Borderland coming out on Netflix.
That show is really good.
I was going to ask you if you were the one that watched that. I've heard good things. I haven't watched it yet. But.
I need to finish season 2. I fell off of it, not because of the show specifically, but just timing.
Caught up in other things.
But I really do enjoy that show. It's pretty fun. It's like it's a Korean show as well.
Yes.
And it is like a game show thing that people are competing in, that and people are fighting, kind of like a battle royale situation. It's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm definitely interested. And then for me and my other sort of fellowships of fandom in this, Law and Order SVU season 27 lands and starts on Thursday, and I'm so excited for that, man. I'm so fucking excited. I watched every single episode of that show to date, brother.
How do we not have a Law and Order soundbite?
Dude, we used to play it all the time before Discord started doing soundboards and stuff. That's when I had like my computer audio like pushing through my microphone. I was hitting the do like sound all the fucking time. That was annoying. That was obnoxious. Next Friday, September 26th, we have One Battle After Another coming out in theaters, a movie that Devin really wants to watch.
I'm excited for this movie, honestly. So far in early screenings, it is getting very good reviews. Granted, everybody take that with a grain of salt, but I'm excited.
He's interested. However, a movie that neither of us are interested in, The Strangers Chapter 2, also lands in theaters the same day. Don't know why they did that. The Strangers was just fine.
Nope.
It's just fine.
I'm calling it right now. It's going to be another flop like Megan 2.
Just did not need a sequel to that movie. The first one was A-okay. They did not need to do this. But I guess, here we are. Then on Hulu, we got The Man in My Basement is coming out on Hulu. That is Willem Dafoe. He is playing as a European guy. The main character, I can't remember the casting on that. The Man in My Basement. The main character is being played by Corey Hawkins. So apparently he's really poor, about to lose his house and shit like that. And then one day Willem Dafoe just comes up to his door and says, "Hey, I'd like to rent your basement." And the guy's like, okay. And it's supposed to be like a weird thriller movie. I'm interested. It's going to be out on Netflix or Hulu, excuse me, Hulu next Friday. I'll definitely be watching that. All of You lands on Apple TV Plus next Friday as well, same day. That is a pretty standard romance flick. But for the people at home that like romance flicks, it is a guy and a girl that apparently have been in love with each other all their lives but never said anything about it. And now that they're adults, they can. And yeah, I mean, love movie. You know what I mean? But that is
Lifetime.
Yay, Lifetime. That is starring Brett Goldstein, Imogen Poots, Zaw Ashton, Stephen Cree, and Poots, Imogen Poots, and Jenna Coleman. Poots, Poots. Yeah, and it is spelled Poots. Jesus Christ. That is a name. Anyways, that will be the end of the monologue. Actually, no, wait, one last thing, just for people that to be able to know. Next week, we're not reviewing One Battle After Another. We're actually going to be reviewing season 1 of Alien Earth. So just let you guys know.
Which is a fucking travesty. We need to see that movie.
Well, I mean, we'll probably still see it, but unfortunately, we gotta talk about some Alien, brother. That's some Alien to talk about.
That's true, dude. That last episode. That and was it episode 4 on the ship?
Yeah, that episode. Yeah. Well, you guys can hear us talk about it next week.
And episode 2 was pretty dang good.
I mean, most of these episodes are actually pretty dang good, to be honest with you. But again, you guys will catch that next week. In the meantime, Devin, what are we doing next?
We're doing the cut of the final cut.
Finale cut. What is the Spanish word for cut? What is it? Wait. Oh, linda or lindo. That's what it is.
Finale.
Lindo finale.
Lindo finale.
El lindo finale.
Puto.
Okay. All right, pal. All right. Guys, tonight for the final cut, as you might know, we are talking all about him.
Me?
Him.
Who's him?
Him. He is him. Timothy Chalamet, as they say in the film.
Timothy
Chalamet.
Oh, they do name drop that, actually. Mm-hmm. They do.
Yeah, his brother does. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Cameron Cade is a rising quarterback who suffers a potentially career-ending injury after being attacked by an unhinged fan. Just when all seems lost, Cam receives a lifeline when his hero Isaiah White offers to train him at an isolated compound. However, as the training accelerates, Isaiah's charisma turns into something darker, sending Cam down a disorienting rabbit hole that may cost him more than he ever bargained for. That's a good synopsis. I wish more movies had synopses like this. Released September 19th, Friday, good old today. Directed by not Jordan Peele, everybody. Important to know this. Jordan Peele is the producer of this film. This is actually directed by Justin Tipping, who is really only known mostly for his work in the movie from a few years back, Kicks, about the kid with the shoes. A good movie. It's a good movie. It did pretty good. Written by Skip Bronke, the team Skip Bronke and Zach Akers, alongside Justin Tipping. Skip Bronke and Zach Akers were known for Limetown some years back as well. Music in this movie was done by Bobby Krlick. So it's he's known as his DJ name, the Haxon Cloak. The Haxon Cloak. What the fuck is with these people's Poots, Bronke, Krlick? Like, what the fuck is going on here? But the Haxon Cloak, aka Bobby Krlick, is known for his work in Midsommar, Blue Beetle, and Eeny Meeny. 3 decent movies. Midsommar being I hate that movie. It's not a bad movie.
Fucking
I just don't like it. I just don't like Midsommar.
It's a lot better than
don't you dare. Don't
Malevolent.
You dare. Yeah. I'll give you that.
It's a lot better than The Long Walk.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I'll take that too. I hated it, but that's fine. Budget.
What do you think I was gonna say before? What do you think I was
Hereditary.
Gonna say?
I thought you were gonna say Hereditary.
No,
because there's some people that feel that way, dude. There's some people that think that Midsommar's better.
Here's the thing. It's not on par with Hereditary, but it's up there with Hereditary, in my opinion. You just don't get it.
Listen,
you just don't understand, dude.
Devin, I need you to understand that, like, that I hate that movie so much. My horniness still didn't even help that movie. Because, like, Devin, listen, I'll tell you.
I feel like this is before your horniness really developed.
No.
Yeah,
because
this is the beginning of her cinema,
like big,
not like the beginning, career, but like the big
when she was really on the platform, But even going back and trying to watch again, Devin, let me tell you, I want to fuck Florence Pugh so bad.
This guy just said this on a podcast. You better bleep that shit out.
So bad.
This is never gonna get taken seriously at all now because the way you just said that, dog.
And I still don't like Midsommar. You know what I mean? I still don't like Midsommar.
When was the last time you watched that movie? Have you only seen it once?
No, a year ago. I tried watching it again. And I was like...
Did you finish it?
I didn't. I don't like leaving movies. I don't like quitting movies.
No.
Because it's not bad enough for me to like be like, I can't finish this. You know what I mean?
There's only 2 movies I've genuinely gave up on and never watched to completion and actually walked out of the theater to.
Oh, we know.
And it was in my younger days.
Mm-hmm.
It was Avatar: The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan.
Great movie, actually.
And Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, very fair. Very fair. Budget of $27 million. A box office so far of $2 million. Runtime of 1 hour and 36 minutes. Some fun facts for you guys here. Justin Tipping said he focused on his research on better understanding the societal critiques levied against football by academics, media types, and former players. He watched multiple documentaries in ESPN's 30 for 30 series, which examines issues in sports beyond the playing field, and read Rise of the Black Quarterback, What It Means for America by Jason Reed, who investigated racial bias in football's most prominent position. Tipping also talked to the former NFL player Ricky Williams, who used marijuana partly for pain tolerance and was suspended multiple times by the league for violating its drug policy. The director said that his conversation with Williams enlightened him about the corporate-like atmosphere of sports, which is increasing across the professional and college realms. Most leagues have embraced gambling, which can correlate to the heightened harassment for athletes on social media. As sponsorship money balloons, players face added obligations from endorsement partners. And in recent years, athletes, including the Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles and the tennis star Naomi Osaka, have become more vocal about their straining mental health. Quote, "There's constant pressure to perform at higher and higher levels throughout our sports culture, and this is becoming more and more prevalent," said Robert Andrews, a peak performance coach who has worked with Biles. "There are very, very high expectations of perfectionism," end quote. We'll get into it. Next up, Zach Akers and Skip Bronke, fake ass name, wrote a spec script and initially titled GOAT, in reference to the sports term greatest of all time. GOAT, if you don't know that, you've been living under a rock, and took it out for sale with WME in April 2022. In June 2022, Monkey Paw Productions, in a deal with Universal Studios, bought the script. At the end of the year, the script was voted onto the blacklist of best unproduced screenplays in 2022. In January 2024, Justin Tipping was announced as the director, with Marlon Wayans starring and later Tyreek Weathers joining the cast. In February, Julia Fox joined the cast. The film was retitled Him, with the setting of its release date in September 2025. Principal photography was completed by November. And then last but not least, Devin Tyrick Weathers watched movies with similar themes of perfectionism, like Black Swan from 2010, starring Natalie Portman as a ballerina driven beyond all reason to succeed, and won Whiplash, a very good movie from 2014. Actually, both those movies are really good. Both those movies are actually
they like fucking stellar rock. Movies.
Yeah. With J.K. Simmons as an abusive music teacher. Withers also trained for about 2 months with Jordan Palmer, a private quarterback coach who has worked with the NFL stars Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, two phenomenal quarterbacks. And Withers bonded with one of Palmer's clients, the New England Patriots backup quarterback Joe Milton III. Anyways, quote, I think
Who cares about New England Patriots?
Especially the back of, get the fuck out of here. Quote, I think it was so important to telling this movie because I think there's a certain swagger, a certain cadence to an NFL football player that you cannot fake, Withers said, quote unquote. Marlon Wayans watched the Ultimate Fighting Championship and read a book by Michael Jordan's former trainer, Tim Grover, to get in the proper mindset for his role, but also he felt genuine competition with Withers, 27, who was already in shape in the early days of weight conditioning for the movie. Quote, I like that he was big like that because for me, mentally, it allowed me to go to an even darker place, Wayans said. It allowed me to seep into the jealousy, end quote.
Yeah, both those boys were fucking stacked in this movie,
just shredded like fucking cheese, dude. And Marlon Wayans is not a young fella. I think he's in his 50s now, dude.
Marlon Wayans, I got it right here.
53.
Yep.
50 fucking 3, dude. And he was cut up, dude. He was cut up. Yep. Old man cut up too.
Yeah, no, he looked pretty fucking good. I like that they're. So I'm being haunted lately on the fact I haven't seen Caught Stealing yet because Black Swan was referenced, and Darren Aronofsky, I think that's how you say his name, the director. He did Black Swan and he did Caught Stealing. And I just have to mention he also did
Darren Aronofsky. Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
Aronofsky. Yeah. He's done so many movies that are just amazing.
Banger movies.
Like amazing. He did The Fighter.
Movies, yeah.
He did The Fighter.
I think
he did Noah as well.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's go back to the beginning on this guy because that guy's
like I just have to give this guy some
The Wrestler, The Fighter, Noah.
Yeah.
Aftermath. A Different Beyond. Holy shit, dude.
I feel like we owe it that we should watch Caught Stealing.
Oh, he did The Whale.
On a future.
He did The Whale, dude. The Good Nurse.
Yeah, Good Nurse too. This is why I'm saying we fucked up by not reviewing that movie. So I think you and I need to watch this movie at some point.
Yeah, we might
and review it. Because I've heard it's a really fun movie.
I mean, the thing is, too, we still have to talk about at the end of our year our favorite movies of the year. So there's still time for us to watch this and have an opinion about it. So that we'll end up having to backtrack a little bit, but that is fine. In the meantime, Devin, we have a movie to talk about tonight, and that is Him. Devin, what were your thoughts on Him?
The biggest compliment I can give to this movie is the cinematography, the way that this film was shot, some of the very visually stunning set pieces, like lots of cool lighting, displacement, and just the way that the camera angles were set up with the characters in the movie, like on opposing sides a lot of the time. I think that's the best part of this movie, in my opinion. This is a weird movie. This is a weird movie.
Sure.
There's things that happen in this movie that don't make sense at all. And then, yeah, I genuinely think this movie is mid. Like, I'm gonna say it up front right now. It I didn't have like a whole lot of interest in this movie going in, for to be completely honest. I feel like the actors acted their parts well. I feel like the dialogue was believable, but the movie just kind of went into some weird directions, and it felt like a lot of scenes were just kind of glazed over. And there was like a lot of like gaslighting between the characters too, which just kind of bugged me. You know what I mean? And like I don't know. This is only produced by Jordan Peele's company. It's not a Jordan Peele movie per se. And this does look like Justin Tipping's biggest movie that he's done so far, the director. I think Marlon Wade did his part well. I think that Tyreek Withers played his part well. I'm not saying I want more from this movie in any ways. It just seems like things were kind of glazed over, and it just kind of accelerated into this thing that didn't, like, it got to one part explaining what was going on, but didn't really like show it in a good way. It all happened so fast, you know? I understood the concept, but I wish that it dove into that earlier in the movie and showed more, you know.
Sure.
It's okay. I don't know how I can dive deeper on it.
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
It's a visual movie in my opinion. I like the visuals, and it's a lot of just, it seems like things are just happening for like oh, what the fuck shock factor. And I wouldn't even call this a horror movie at all.
Sure.
You know, and it seems like it's being marketed that way. It's just a weird movie. It's just weird.
Yeah, man.
I clicked with it.
I'm a little not really surprised by that. I feel like that this movie is going to be really divisive with a lot of people. Because I actually, fun fact, Devin, really, 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 really fucking liked this movie until I didn't. You know what I mean? And so let me for the people at home, this movie is, you're not wrong. It is a visual fucking feast, dude. This camera guy, the set design people, the
cinematography is,
the costume design people, like even down to the makeup effects people, I'm sucking all their assholes about this movie, dude, because they killed it. This whole movie is just visually fucking stunning, dude.
The colorway is fantastic. Fantastic,
dude. There's and the way they chop and edit a lot of things is like super creative. Like there's a scene where he's like laying in this milk bath with like this gradient blue that was like gathering around his head, and they did this like hard cut chop thing with a bunch of weird fucking flashbacks for like 5 seconds, and then it just stopped, and I was like,
and that's what I mean, is like they did shit like that with no explanation or visual storytelling behind it. You know, it was just randomly placed.
The movie did a whole lot of really really cool and really ham-fisted at the same time, like religious symbolism to sort of like gather, like there's this weird culty Satanist vibe that's happening in this movie for like a majority of the movie, and they're kind of like leaning hard on that, but they're not like explaining that directly. And there's like a whole bunch of stuff that they kind of like beat around the bush on, sort of like feeling at first that there's like a mystery to be solved here, but like we know, you know, like we know there's something wrong here, right? And I really enjoyed all of that. I enjoyed the dialogue. I legit think that Marlon Wayans is at his fucking peak in this movie. This is easily 100%. The best movie he's ever fucking like played a character in. holy shit, did he fucking kill this?
I wouldn't say the best movie he's played a character in, the best character.
Sorry, the best character he's played in a movie for sure. This is his best role he's ever done.
Because he's been in better movies. We can be honest about that.
I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know about that. Has he? Like, would Haunted House 1 and 2 be considered a better movie?
Dude, White Chicks.
That's a good movie. That's fucking good movie. Yeah. That's fair.
He was in Air as well, which is a better movie.
He was in Air. Scary Movie 2 is a goddamn classic too.
Yeah. Let's see, what else was he in?
Or Out.
He was in 50 Shades of Black. I'm serious. He was in G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, dude.
He's in Norbit, bro. He's in Norbit, dude. So
he's in the Tangerine Bear, dude. It was
prime roles, dude. Prime movies, bro.
Actually, no. He was just to state, he was in Requiem for a Dream.
He is. It's not a major role, but he is in that movie. That movie's easily better than this one. So, Devin, I will say, I was watching this film, I, honest to God, really was like, holy shit, what the fuck are people talking about? Because, like, this movie is coming in with, like, 36s, 28s, very low ratings across the board for Metacritic ratings, like, all over the internet. People are talking about how, like, they're not enthusiastic about this movie. We got through this movie, and by the time we were, like, we were, like, an hour into this movie, and I was like, what the fuck were these people thinking? This movie is fucking rad, dude. Like, this movie is so fucking sick and so creative and does so many genuinely really, really cool, albeit risky, decisions. It does a lot of really cool shit. And the premise of the movie is super fucking interesting. I did not have a moment in this movie that I was bored. But then, Devin, the ending of this movie happened. And for the last 7 minutes of this movie unfold like someone throwing a fart bomb at a buffet. I just don't understand how they had this beautiful roller coaster just gleaming over the horizon. You could see the sunset, the moon is there, this beautiful clouds, and then out of nowhere, the roller coaster just fucking flips off the rails. And we got this crazy tone shift from super cool, creative, like psychological thriller with some like body horror elements in it to hobo with a shotgun. I don't know why.
It would have been. I think it would have been better if that happened like 15 to 20 minutes earlier in the film, and it divulged more into that side. Personally, that's what I think.
Well, yeah, because
I'm not discrediting any of that. I think there's a way they could have explored that whole side of things in a cooler. God, that sounds so dumb saying like a cooler way, in a better way.
Well, they just didn't, like, they seemingly just didn't commit to that, right? Like, it just comes out of nowhere. It's out of nowhere. Like,
it's hinted at, but they didn't commit to it until the very final scene of the movie, and they should have brought it out earlier, because it would have been so much cooler having whatever. That's the thing. We don't even know what it was. Having whatever that was throughout the movie, like, let me give a good explanation of this. Long legs. It's not there unless you look.
Yeah, I mean, like, in a lot of different ways. You have to be paying real close attention to a lot of this movie, or it's gonna just glaze right by you. And that is cool for some movies. This movie, that there's like zero exposition happening to help you pick up the pieces of that puzzle, it makes it very difficult to follow where the puzzle is going. And so everything starts to feel really abstract and like convoluted and so, yeah, I agree with you. If they would have either did that shit earlier and made it like a key tone of this movie or completely taken that out, I would have been happy. Come to find out, Devin, this movie was supposed to have a completely different ending. That spec script that was written prior to this movie getting bought had a completely different ending. And the actual ending of this movie, which I will tell you off recording, would have fucking rocked in terms of what this movie could have delivered. This movie went from being a like 9 out of 10 for me, Devin, to so much lower. And that breaks my fucking heart, dude.
Yeah. I was enjoying a lot of it, like I said, but it just seems like they glazed over so much of the actual storytelling in the movie.
Yeah.
And that's the downfall of it, in my opinion. And I hate to be negative because, like, when I first saw this trailer, I was with you in the theater and I looked at you and I was like, what the fuck is this?
What in the fuck is this movie, bro? Yeah, no, for sure.
Because that first theatrical trailer took you for a fucking ride.
Yeah.
It took you for a fucking ride. And I was excited to see this movie up until I saw the most recent trailer before it came out. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
And then like I even messaged you the other day. I was like, I don't know about this one. I really don't want my heart broken again. That's like, because like it's unfortunate, but I feel like lately, and maybe this is just me, but I feel like movies just haven't been hitting.
See, my thing is I kind of very closely agree to what you're saying, and I think a lot of it is because I saw a movie that I still, to this day, this year, firmly believe is my movie of the year still, and I've yet to have a movie get close to touching it since I've seen it.
What movie?
Bring Her Back.
See, I watched it. Probably not my movie of the year, but it was good.
Yeah, and it doesn't help too that this year has been a lot of horror content. A lot of horror movies have come out this year, and every single horror movie, I'm like none of you are touching Bring Her Back, dude. Like none of them. Like I keep even when we went and saw Weapons, everyone's been raving about Weapons since that movie came out.
And I didn't even rave about that movie either. It was a good movie, but
it's a fine movie. But it doesn't touch Bring Her Back for me. You know what I mean? And so like coming into this movie that is being marketed as a horror movie, has psychological thriller components, has body horror elements to it. I was like, okay, this movie is almost as good as Bring Her Back. And the ending happened, and I was like, what in the fuck is going on with horror this year? Because I'm so over this weird abstract shit. Can someone give us a horror movie that is genuinely just like fucked up and creepy? And like, cause like Weapons was super fucking abstract. Like I still to this day don't know what the fuck that gun was doing in that one scene. I don't understand the point.
It was supposed to be like some like reference to school shootings or something like that.
Yeah, but but he in an interview said that the movie has nothing to do with school shootings. So it's like it's like even that like falls on its own. So like there's so many different horror movies that have come out this year that I'm just like, wow, like Bring Her Back really did the fucking thing this year. And now it's giving me the God of War effect, Devin, where every game that I play after the God of War for like a year just isn't God of War. You know what I mean? It's not God of War 2018 because that game was fucking phenomenal and it ruined so many games for us afterwards because we're just like, wow, this is not Kratos taking care of the son. You know what I mean? Like, and so, yeah, I mean, like I really almost was along for the ride.
So I think the next movie that is going to do something for us is going to be Good Boy.
Man, I really hope. God damn it, Devin. I really need Good Boy to fucking rock.
It's still sitting there at 95%.
Yeah, man. I mean,
what the hell's scurry?
Because like let's like even just looking at this list here, right? Some of the ones that are higher up in the listings. Uh, let's see, Scream 7. 28 years later, it was fine. It was good. It was fine. 28 years later, The Bone Temple is coming out. I don't think that's going to be better.
Does that come out this year?
No, January.
Okay.
Let's see. Bring Her Back. Clown in a Cornfield. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One battle after another looks good.
Well, I'm talking horror movies. I'm talking horror movies specifically. Final Destination Bloodlines, not a fucking chance. That movie did not hit. Sinners is like up there for me. That's really like I'm pretty tied with Sinners and Bring Her Back for different reasons, because Sinners is like such a phenomenal fucking movie. Let's see. I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Toxic Avenger. Haven't watched that yet, so I don't really have an opinion.
Black Phone 2 is probably not going to be it.
Not a fucking chance, dude. Together, I didn't see Together, but I'm also kind of boycotting that movie because there's word that the movie ripped off an independent short film, like almost down to like actual effects and everything. Like there's scenes that are like when you line them up are exactly the fucking same. It's fucking egregious.
What about Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc movie?
Oh, dude, actually, yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for me, man. Weapons.
Listen, Chainsaw Man is actually sick. Chainsaw Man's actually sick.
The Conjuring, disappointing as fuck. Anaconda's a comedy. Silent Night, Deadly Night, don't care.
Predator Badlands.
Yeah, we are getting that next. Goddamn, I need that movie to be good too. Frankenstein, is that really going to be a horror movie?
I mean, it is Del Toro.
Yeah, I mean, it could have like some horror flavor. I need that to hit too. Black Phone 2 is not going to do it. VHS Halloween.
I don't even think I want. Maybe, I don't even want to see it.
No, I don't think a VHS movie has been good since number 2. To be honest with you.
Wait, there's a new VHS coming out?
Yeah, on the 3rd.
I mean, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it too. I like VHS.
There's a new Sisu movie coming out?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a short trailer you can find of him flying a plane.
It's called Sisu Road to Revenge. Let's fucking go.
Right, dude, fucking crazy, man.
Yes, let's kill more Nazis.
And then we have The Strangers Chapter 2, which Lord knows that's not gonna fucking do it either.
What about Zootopia 2, dude?
Yeah, man. Well, actually, Zootopia 1's really fucking good.
I know it's not a horror movie. But we are getting Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
We are, which I haven't seen the first one yet, but I've heard it's actually.
What is this? Good. Dust Bunny? Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah, it's a new film coming out with them.
It's Garrick, a horror mystery thriller. It is at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Yeah, it's not on Metacritic. What's the
Metacritic doesn't come out till like week of release though for anything.
Yeah. Well, I was also looking at IMDb. IMDb gives us 7.5.
Wait. What is this? There's a new Anaconda movie coming out with Paul Rudd and Jack Black.
Damn, are you really not in our Discord anymore, bro?
No, I just don't check it a lot while I'm at work.
You gotta start fucking looking at that, man. Me and Garrick posted the trailers for both Anaconda and Dust Bunny within like an hour of each other yesterday. You gotta keep.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Damn.
Yesterday morning. Devin, I think we're at a good point. My friend, should people watch this right away, and what are you going to rate it?
It sucks because I think the cinematography is outstanding in this movie. And that is definitely the best part of this movie, like 110%. I don't think people should watch this right away. It is a visual thriller, but I don't think this movie does it for me. My rating for this movie is going to be 5.5.
Damn. Okay. I agree. I don't think people need to see this right away, mostly because I don't think that this movie is served by being seen in theaters. Like, you get the same experience watching this at home, to be honest. Yeah, like regardless of the fact that it's like a visual feast, like you can still visualize that on like a decent TV at home. The theater did nothing for it. It also, I don't think you're going to be missing out on any conversation by not seeing this movie right away. So it's not a huge deal. Damn, man. I want to give this movie a 7. I want to give this movie a 7. It would have been a 9 if it had not had been for that ending. I think that movie is really, really creative, and it does a lot of really like cool, risky things that I think with a much better ending could have been amazing. But all the risks just went down the drain when the ending happened the way that it did, and it killed it for me. Like 2 points is a big drop for me, man. And it's just disappointing, dude. This movie could have been it, man. This movie really could have been the GOAT. It really could have been him. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. And so, yeah, that will leave us at technically a 6 for this film. 6 out of 10 will be him. Damn. Marlon Wayans, dude. There are some moments he had me, bro, in this movie where he's like, "What will you?" Like that part had me, my fucking bones chilling, dude. Goddamn, he's so fucking skeezy and creepy in this fucking movie. I love it. Anyways, Devin, thank you for seeing this and rating this with me, and thank you guys at home for watching this episode, because this has been 20,000 Films Under the Sea, your choice for all the nerdy pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want each and every week. If you want some behind the scenes action, you can head on over to patreon.com/KrakenPods, where you can get exclusive content, discounts on merchandise, and have early access to episodes like this one before they go live on podcasts and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. But don't forget to join the GK community on our Discord channel. The link is down in our description section below. Hitting follow and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and then subscribe to our podcast channel, please, by searching for 20,000 Films Under the Sea and leaving a review there. We have to get going, everyone. But until next time, my friends. You got one? You got one? Everything!